Mrs. Smith, please eat your dinner first. What in the... Help yourself.
What the hell is this? Hey, Helen, cup noodles for dinner is out of the question. Please come back right now. Help me.
Trouble Busters!
Nate, darling, don't you think this is too strong for its taste? It's summer and it's hot, so maybe she made it taste strong out of consideration? I'm sorry. My name is Helen. It's been half a year since I started living with my husband Nate's mother. I thought it was typical of her, and considering she's my mother-in-law, I put up with most things, but recently my husband has only taken his mother's side and everything, and I'm getting frustrated every day. Knock, knock, knock. Chopping veggies. What? You cut the vegetables while it's still light out. It's a waste of electricity, isn't it? I'm sorry? Eating your food again today. I feel like it's such a waste of both my and darling Nate's lives. Excuse me? I think prepared foods that are expired and mushy cup ramen would be better, to be honest. No way. Hey, do you know what this is? Why do you have something like that? Who knows? Come on now, you can take this and leave right now if you want, see?
I'm home. What's going on here?
Welcome back. Miss Helen, could you help me a moment? Huh? If you say anything unnecessary, you won't be able to stay in this house anymore, okay?
Don't put too much of a burden on Mom, all right, Helen? I'm gonna take a bath.
Mrs. Smith, please eat your dinner first. What in the... Help yourself. What the hell? What is this? What do you mean? This is cup ramen, ma'am. I can frickin' see that. More to the damn point, why am I having cup ramen for dinner? And what is this? It's completely mushy and disgusting. Isn't that obvious? Huh? Obvious? You wanted cup ramen, didn't you? Are you insane? Trying to make me eat something like this is what a devilish wife would do. No. You would rather eat this than my food, wouldn't you? Huh? Yes, I heard you loud and clear. Mushy cup ramen is better than the food I make. But still, is that what normal people do?
What's with the fuss here?
Nate, darling, Helen's being so cruel to me.
What?
See? She was trying to make me eat something like this.
What the hell is this? Hey, Helen, cup noodles for dinner is out of the question. Not to mention the fact it's completely soggy.
Look, your mother...
Make it again quickly. I don't frickin' care.
Helen's always like this, darling.
Huh?
I'm worried about my health, too, and I don't think we can stay together any longer.
Worried about your health?
When you aren't around, she always tries to feed me foods high in sodium like this. If she keeps this up, I shall collapse at any time.
Are you kidding me, Helen?
Huh?
If you're not going to change, then we're getting a divorce. We can't continue this marriage any longer. Get out right now.
You always listen to Mommy and never bother to ask yourself how this came about.
I don't even need to. Just looking at this situation, it's obvious that you're 100% in the wrong. And there's no way Mom would lie to me.
It's always been like this. Nathaniel's always taken Mommy's side. I've reached my limit already. I can't bear to spend the rest of my life with dickheads like these two.
Are you even listening to me?
The only people who will regret it when I'm gone, the only people, will be you, Nate.
Enough bullshit. If you don't want to get divorced, you need to cool your jizz and change your way of thinking.
Nathaniel Smith, you don't mind getting divorced, do you?
There's no damn way in hell anyone would want to be with someone who makes their mother feel unsafe.
I see. I understand. Then I'll make you see that it's you and your devious bitch of a mother that has to change. Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate. Nate? What are you doing here? But more to the point, why are you in such a bad state? You look like a zombie.
Helen, please.
Huh?
It's Mom. Please come back right now. Help me.
Your mother, did she collapse or something?
No, nothing like that.
Huh? What the hell do you mean then?
But as soon as you left, Mom stopped doing any housework at all.
As soon as I left?
Yeah, she never wakes up early in the morning, so there's no breakfast, and even if I tidy up the room a little before going to work, it's so messy when I get home. And even if I come home tired, there's no damn food waiting for me. In the end, though we hated the idea so much, the kitchen is littered with cup ramen trash.
Wow.
There are bugs and maggots everywhere. It's a damn landfill. Please come back to us.
I can't do that.
What?
I told you, didn't I? The only people who will regret it when I'm gone, the only people will be you, Nate.
Yeah, that's true, but I never once thought it would end up like this. No, wait a second. Did you know all of this would happen?
Of course. I left home knowing this would come about. You're the one who doesn't know shit.
Damn it. Anyway, please come home with me. Mom also wants you to come back.
I understand. I'll come over just this once tonight.
Really? Thank you, Helen.
Oof, this is absolutely gut-churning. I wonder how you can live in a hellhole like this.
I'm not good at cleaning either.
So, you're finally back? I'm back, you say? You've been away for days. What are you planning? We had established that it was your job to clean the house, right? We established that? But I only did it because you would never do anything, Mrs. Smith. Nate said that you stopped doing anything as soon as I left, but you never did anything to begin with. No, that can't be true. Don't just say nonsense like that.
Let's put the fight aside and just do something about this room first. I'll even help you.
And why, pray tell, should I do that?
Huh?
If you won't do it, then who will? Who should do it? Shouldn't the people who live here do it? Or can I be paid as a housekeeper for this one?
What are you talking about?
That's right. Stop babbling nonsense and get to work. No. Because I don't live here anymore.
Huh?
I already filed for divorce. I'm a complete stranger to you. What the hell?
What do you mean you already filed for divorce?
I mean, take my words literally, Nate. The day after you told me to get the frick out, I filed for divorce at City Hall.
What?
I wasted these past 2 years being married to you. I didn't want to waste any more time.
You wasted? I don't frickin' get what you mean. First of all, back up. How did you even get divorce forms?
Mrs. Smith had them in her possession, so I was spared the trouble of going to get them, actually.
It's a crime to write divorce papers without permission. Correct them right now.
Correct them?
Go to City Hall and get the divorce papers annulled.
Why do I have to do that? Of course I'm not gonna do that, just like your mother thought she had reached her limit living with me. So did I, Nate. I never want to live a life like that again. Living away from you guys, I realized that living at my parents' home is so comfortable.
Huh?
Living with people who care about you is so much fun and comfortable. You say it like we didn't have any consideration for you. I'm not saying like that, but I have truly never felt any consideration from you, Mrs. Smith. Now, I can clean and prepare meals together with other people, so I have time for myself to spare. I'm planning to live a relaxed life while helping out with my parents' business for a while.
In that case, you won't be surprised if I sue you, huh? Writing divorce papers without permission is a crime called forgery of official documents, which is a federal crime. If we sue you, we'll obviously win, you see?
What are you talking about? I only filled in my own section. You were the one who wrote the other parts, without a doubt, weren't you?
Huh?
Didn't your mother tell you once to write it?
Oh. Come to think of it, she did tell me I should write it down in case of emergency, so I wrote it quite a while ago.
Right? I don't know what an emergency means here, but now I'm grateful to you, Mrs. Smith. It was for times like this, wasn't it? Thank you so much.
Shit! But submitting it anyway without permission is also a crime.
A crime?
You may think you're trying to trap us with that smug look on your face, but too bad! You don't know something so simple.
Is that true?
Yup! An officially authenticated electromagnetic record, was it?
Oh, that's my darling Nate. Sorry, Helen Pooh. Too bad for you. Nate used to study law in college, you understand?
It's all thanks to you, Mom, for telling me back then that I should study law in university.
That's right. If you listen to Mommy, you can never go wrong.
What are you laughing at?
I'm sorry, it's just so funny that you say you should have become a lawyer even though you don't have much knowledge.
Huh?
And you better stop making fun of my darling Nate. Untrue entry in the original of an officially authenticated electromagnetic record? What? That's what you're talking about, right? How about it, Nate, honey?
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, if you submit that kind of document without the consent of both parties, the submission will be invalidated.
Could you, not disappoint me any more than this? Did you really study law?
Huh?
Of course he did. He graduated from university, you know.
That's right.
If that's the case, if you think about it for a moment, you'll realize how ridiculous what you're saying is, won't you?
Huh?
I didn't file for divorce of my own free will. You said you would divorce me if I didn't cool my jizz, didn't you?
I said I wouldn't divorce you if you just cooled down and promised not to do that again.
Sorry, but it's you and your mother who need to cool the frick down. I have no intention of cooling down, not even by a microscopic unit.
How dare you? That kind of woman ain't welcome here, then.
That's right. If you don't change your mind, we don't need you in our lives. So I've already filed for divorce a while ago, so that shouldn't be a problem. It's you dickheads who are making all this fuss, aren't you? You called me to this dirty hellhole.
Oh, shit, that's right.
If you don't do something about this, the room will stay like this or worse forever.
Yeah. There's no evidence of anything.
Evidence?
The evidence of me saying that you don't cool down, I'd divorce you. There's none of it. Even so, if you think it was okay to do something like this, if we sue you, we would definitely win.
That's my darling Nate. You have such a sharp mind, Helen Pooh. You don't even think about trying to beat Nate in this, huh?
After all, that's all an amateur's knowledge of the law is. Too bad for you, Helen.
If I may speak up, I have evidence.
Wait, what? No, you don't have evidence. Don't just make bullshit up.
No, seriously? Don't believe her. Oh, such a nasty bitch. It's no use trying to deceive us by saying things like that. We have Nate here, after all. Can't be helped. I didn't really mean to show you, but since this is a special occasion...
Are you kidding me, Helen?
Huh?
If you're not gonna change, then we're getting a divorce. We can't continue this marriage any longer. Get out right now.
Hey, what is...
Why are you recording something like that? No fair.
You can say bitch on however you want.
Delete that right now.
And why, pray tell, do I have to delete this important evidence, And even if I deleted it, it's no use because it's already been sent to my mother.
No.
Mrs. Smith? What? You told me, didn't you? Mushy cup ramen is better than the food I make.
Huh?
I never said that. Enough with the stupid frickin' paranoia. So now you're going to try and make me look like the bad guy, huh? Is that so? Well, shall we listen? To the recording, I mean. Huh? No, Not just the thing about the cup ramen. I've recorded a lot of other, more horrible things. I don't want to. We don't need to.
Mom? You said that to Helen?
Because I had no choice. Of course I would hate a woman who takes away my precious Nate from me. Why should I just swallow my resentment and say that the food cooked by such a woman is delicious? So you finally admit it?
I'm disappointed in you, Mom.
No, that's not it. I wanted to do better so that I could live a proper life with you. I'm glad. And by the way, I didn't actually record you saying anything like that. What? Hey, did you hear that? This woman has a horrible personality. She's trying to tear us apart by making me the bad guy here. You can say bitch on however you want. I've recorded everything you've said and done to me so far in my diary. And I've also saved some as video footage. I think that might be of some use when I demand for compensation.
Demand for compensation?
Of course, I'm not the kind of quiet woman who's going to just get divorced after being told to do so.
But there's no need to go that far, right? This was all just a little misunderstanding.
Just a little misunderstanding? You're the only one who thinks that way, bucko.
What?
You never listened to anything I had to say. You can't even fathom how painful that was for me.
Listen, Helen, I just couldn't help myself since Mom told me to do it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
She told me that I knew what would happen if I didn't listen to her, and I got scared.
What do you mean you knew what would happen?
I don't know.
How much of a frickin' mama's boy are you to listen to your mother without even knowing what the frick's going on?
I'm not a mama's boy.
You just assumed what your mother said was right and joined in with her tyrannical attitude.
Not true.
I never even said anything like that in the first place. Why would you lie like that? Could you please just shut up for now, Mrs. Smith? What? No matter how tired or sick I was, you never, ever helped me do any of the housework. You can see that by looking at the current state of this excuse of a house, right?
Yes.
You don't understand how I feel, having a house that I had cleaned for days, completely trashed in just an hour while I was out shopping, and then being abused every time I cleaned shit up. I didn't come to live here to work as a housekeeper. I married you because I loved you. And yet you took your mother's side without listening to anything I had to say. So whatever you say to me now, it's too damn late.
Wait a moment, Helen.
I'm now talking about demanding compensation. I'm really glad I recorded video footage regularly.
Helen, the divorce is a marital problem, and it's between you and me. There's no reason to make what Mom said to you a cause for the divorce.
Shut up. You were careless, completely ignored my opinion, and didn't try to maintain a good marriage with me. This is enough reason for divorce.
If Mom wasn't here with us, there wouldn't have been any problems, right?
Huh?
I love you, Helen. It's true that I've been taking things for granted and only listened to Mom. But if we communicate more closely from now on, I'm sure everything will work out again. Right, Helen?
Hey, what am I going to do?
Maybe we should move to a faraway city, just the two of us.
What about me, I say? Too bad for you, Mrs. Smith. It seems like your beloved son doesn't need you anymore. Oh, that can't be true, right, Nate, darling?
Helen's right. I'm gonna move away from you and live alone with my lovely wife.
What? What kind of stupid bullshit are you saying?
Shut up. It's all your fault that things have turned out this way. See, Helen? Are you satisfied now?
I'm sorry. As of right now, I don't have any love for you whatsoever.
What?
I'll proceed onward thoroughly, so be prepared.
No, please. Just wait a minute. Let's talk it over a bit more.
There's no need for that. I'll never forgive you for abandoning me to be with this whore, Nathaniel.
If only you hadn't done so much frickin' bullshit, Mary.
Shouldn't you be ashamed of yourself for choosing such a woman as your wife?
If only you weren't with us, our marriage would have been going well.
How dare you? You talk back at me after raising you so well for so long? Good riddance. A few days later, I consulted with my lawyer, and it was decided that I would claim a good deal of compensation. Apparently, the two of them decided to live in a small apartment because it was getting difficult to make ends meet. But after that war of insults and aspirations, it's going to be difficult to repair their relationship. Hello?
Helen, help me!
The hell do you want?
There's so many bugs in the house that I've never seen before. The food every day is frickin' disgusting. I can barely swallow it. I'll reflect on my actions, so please come back.
Give that to me, Helen. I won't say anything mean to you again, so please help me out. I'm not good at cleaning or preparing meals. Don't contact me ever again. Good grief. Now I have plenty of time. I'll use all that time for myself and my great new life. Trouble Busters!